All right. What up? We are live. This is LLY with the motherfucking Beat Table. What is up? Where we interview beat makers and producers. But check it out. On this segment, I have a special somebody. He's not a beat maker. He might be a producer. He might be producing his own shit, telling people this is what I like. But yo, introduce yourself.
My name's Killaleft, man. Out the way of Killer California, man. Last one left, I guess, but I'm here.
Hey, yo, so this is crazy because when I started doing the beat table, like a few weeks ago, he hit me up and he was like, hey, can I get an interview? And I was like, yo, like it's for like beat makers and producers, but I was like, I'm not gonna turn nobody down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna, especially a talented artist, I'm not gonna turn them down. So I literally put like all my noodles together and I was like, we should get producers, like beat makers, to send in beats so you could fucking murder it.
That'd be tight.
So you could murder the beat.
That'd be tight, man.
And we still focus on the beat makers, we still focus on the producers, and we focus on the artists as well.
That'd be dope. Take it to the elements, man. Let's script
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah. That's hip hop for you though, man. Like, you tell people that, man. Oh, you got offended? Good. They did their job. Like you start that conversation, you light that shit on fire, baby. That's hip hop.
And that's what we did, dog. Like that's literally what we did, was exactly that. And I was like, let's do it. So I hit you back up and I was like, look, I have this segment that I want to try out. And I know it's going to go good because they're going to see you fuck this shit up and they're going to want a taste of that shit.
I'm with that. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to show your face. You got to be out there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If not, while you doing it, man, just go hard. Or just about the way.
And it's crazy because literally when you hit me up, I had already started seeing you before you hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I had already started seeing you and I had already been listening a little bit to what you were putting out. And I was like, damn, this dude's sick. Like you got like a dope ass style, and then your voice is very unique.
Yeah, you know it's a trip, man. I hear every artist, man. Like even Eminem was scarred. Like, Eminem, dude, they just don't voice. I think everybody. I mean, I know when I hear it, like, man, I didn't write it like that, bro. Like that.
Right.
But yeah, I appreciate it. You got to take it all, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to. But yeah, it's a voice. It's coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? It resonates. I get it. You know. The truth resonates, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing, dog. I love music as a whole, right? Like, whatever genre I was listening to, rock, whatever, like, hip-hop, like, oldies, old school funk, because that's what I grew up off of, you know what I'm saying? But hip-hop is what, like, grabbed my heart and, like, was like, I'm not letting you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly.
I tell my wife, I'm like, that's my Sancha. That's the only bitch I'm gonna cheat on you with. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that, man. Man, it's a constant. Always been.
Because if I'm out late, that's exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Jazz, music, man. Man, even writing or just anything, man. I could do this for days, bro. I tell my producer, shout out Choco Beats, man, the Firehouse. You know, got to set up every time I go record. I'm like, man, I could do this all day, for like, man, what I could do, man. Like, I wouldn't sit here and just dilly dabble. Like, you give me money to something, I know exactly what it's doing. Like, you know, I'm gonna produce the only content that I can produce out of just my heart. You know?
And that's the thing too, is that just because you don't make beats, it doesn't mean you're not on the production side of it. Like, yo, like, can you tweak this? Can you do this? Can you add this to it? Right. So it's almost in a sense like you are a beat maker, except you're not actually making the beat. So you're still producing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're still doing that. You drop your phone.
Drop the lighter, now the lighter.
The couch monster.
Nah, but that's true, and I think about
it still makes
too.
you a producer.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, Biggie produced Lil Kim's first album, right?
Oh, really?
And we got to see that in the movie. The part, you know what I'm saying, where he's right there. And a lot of people forget, man, that he was young when he died. So how old could he have been right there? No more than 2021.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all the second guessing that we do. I know I do, man. I'm an overthinker. I will overthink shit to death. Sometimes it's just, man, just do it. You know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I second guess. And you know what? I've met cats that were hard as shit, man. And I tell them, man, don't second. Like, dude, you writing music, you are the authority of music, dog.
Exactly.
Period. You're writing it. They might have all the best critiquing and anything, but the truth is, they don't write it, dog. You do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so shit. But I think about that, man. I was watching Big, and I was like, damn. Yes, it makes sense. That is part of, I mean, you're producing, a song, you know? A project.
Where is Killaleft from?
Killaleft. It implies...
No, where you from?
Oh, where's Killaleft from?
Yeah,
oh,
where
shit,
you from?
All the time. Killaleft is from Paris, California. Paris, Cali. Yeah.
Where's that close to? Like,
Riverside, Southwest Riverside County, Moreno Valley. Right there, man. Riverside, Moreno Valley, Hamlet, Paris.
So I went to high school in Riverside.
All right.
Called Norte Vista.
I've heard of this high school.
Yeah.
My cousin's up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's not called that anymore. Now it's called Northview.
Yeah,
which is like the English version of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, so I did a lot of graffiti out there. That's when I was really like loving that whole art aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paris.
Yeah, Paris Cali kid, man. Like, he's on.
I know where that's at, but I want them to know.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people, like I was interviewing Before Lasers. And he said he's from Conachua or something like that. But it's like a city close to like Chicago. I was like, I never heard of that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let us know what is that close to, because I've heard of Chicago. We all hear of like the bigger cities and not like the small ones outside of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like pretty much raised in like Panorama City.
Right.
And everybody's like, I'm like, oh, Van Nuys, Pacoima. They're like, oh, okay, I know exactly.
It's a trip, man. It is a trip, man. Being in this lifestyle, you run into everybody, man. And you know, you run into everybody, and honestly, it's a good point in hip hop to identify that every town has a story to tell.
Yeah.
And there's somebody in there just gotta tell it, man.
Most definitely.
Gots to, you know?
Most definitely. So talking about stories, what was it like growing up in your neighborhood?
Growing up in my neighborhood, I grew up in the 90s, man. I grew up in the 90s. You know, those are my teenage years.
Yeah.
You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, I'm born in 98. I'm a 90s kid or things like that. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I was born in 1980, man. I am a 90s kid. Those are my teenage years.
Yeah.
We're part of that 80 crack baby generation, no daddies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell
Shout out to the ones that stay, man, love, you know?
Yeah.
But that definitely had impact on the 90s. And a lot of things are going unsaid and unspoken and being blamed on something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was wild. It was active. It was gangland, California. And Killaleft definitely had a hand to do with some, you know, with it. You know what I'm saying? He did not stay on the bench. He got out there and got that, man. Got some good experiences, bad experiences. But eventually, kids, do the right thing, man. It'll last a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all roads lead right here to hip-hop. You know?
Yeah. But even though like those bad things kind of do teach, you know what I'm saying? Like
Definitely.
to be stronger.
Definitely.
Like mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yeah.
But again, just like you, I wouldn't advise for people to do that. But I do appreciate like some of the things that I did go through, because I don't think I'd be as strong as I am right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
But then again, I wasn't raised differently, so I wouldn't know what the difference would be. You know what I'm saying? So, but yo, like Killaleft said, definitely do the right thing, man. Most definitely. So, did you have a big family growing up, or was it a small family?
I had a big family growing up, man. And all my cousins, we all brothers and sisters, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that hits home. Cause I see, you know, I just see family these days, man. And people, you know, I don't know. It ain't what it was. You know what I'm saying? But somewhere down the line, maybe we just didn't teach you guys right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had a big family, Mexican family. Man, my whole bus stop was all 11 of us, all cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was beautiful. That was dope.
That's dope. So you had backup.
Yeah, but I was that little runt, man, and they weren't letting me get away with it. Like, don't make me go. You better go.
When there was pedo, they're all like, "Yeah, this fool started it."
Yeah, they all go after me anyway because I'm the smallest one. Like, you know, yeah, it was definitely growing up and being brought up. You know?
That's crazy. So, like growing up with all your cousins, was there somebody in that circle that like actually got you into like just listening to music? Period.
listening to music, the first time I heard any type of hip hop came from my older cousins, you know, and we'd go to my older cousins right there in the west side of Riverside, and they had a long garage. I mean, this gang of us, like four of them, you know, like this gang, you know, and so it's the first time I walk in there, you know what I'm saying? It's you breakdancing on a piece of cardboard.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first time
So
I
they were,
heard
like,
Beastie
Element
Boys.
in.
I mean, it's the first time I heard it was the '80s. I'd imagine this new genre just came out, so you know they're all teenagers.
That's dope.
Imagine being a teenager in a new genre just attacks like that. You know what I'm saying? It was the Beastie Boys. First time I heard NWA. You know, and it had a huge effect. But even prior to that, man, music has been a part of my family forever. Just like you said, man, like hell, Art LeBeau just died, man. Tell me that one word from a person that didn't feel that.
I'm
you know?
used to hearing that dude like everywhere, just his voice so unique, and it's like he's gone. It's like fuck. Man, my kids are not gonna be able to enjoy what I enjoyed listening to Art LeBeau.
That
you know
voice
what I'm
you knew was Sunday.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I should have been recording that shit. I mean, thank God for the internet. Yeah. We could always go back, you know, to YouTube or whatever and listen to some Art LeBeau, but it's not the same as like those fucking jailhouse dedications and shit.
Man, baby was on those tough. We should have recorded those on.
Oh,
we should have recorded
Wifey
them,
was doing Art LeBeau dedications?
Day,
hell yeah.
Every day. I love you, baby. Shout out to my baby.
That's dope. Man, you know what? I wish I would have got one of those.
Man, I wish we would have recorded them. Because I'll put them, I'll find a way to put them in the thing, man.
You should.
I definitely have to, dude. We got to look for them. They've got to be documented somewhere.
You should, bro. Actually, that might be the first time. I've never heard that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these are the ways we give nods, man, to the people before us or anything, man. Like, hey, man, if you don't have nothing to say about the war in Ukraine, hey, give a little small snippet to somebody to make somebody look that way real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. We identify our strengths and weaknesses, but you know, we got to give our nods to what's due. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah, most definitely. So, listening to your older cousins listening to hip hop, and you first hearing like Beastie Boys and NWA, like what was that like the first time hearing that? Were you like or were you actually like, oh shit?
It's like the first time you hear your father or your brother yell your name, or not the first time, but you just know that's you, that they're calling you. Like that's your voice. You're just like, whoa, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that voice.
Yeah, it was your calling and shit. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I've sat here and thought about it and peeled away those layers of the brain, man. Like, you really got to define, if you're going to move further with this, you got to define what it means to you. And it was home. It was the language. It was our language, and it was ours. You know, it was the streets. It was the streets, and every color is in the streets.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it belongs to us as much as anybody, man.
And what's crazy is it's two different types of groups. Beastie Boys, NWA. It's like totally different separations of hip hop, bro. Like
that's lefty, man.
So you had like the dope party, like. Yeah, like, you know, like sabotage, like, you know, like all that shit. And then you had like, fuck the police, fuck
right?
Fuck
like,
the police.
I mean, it's the gangland mentality. Like, yeah, it's like, what the fuck is asking? Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, nobody asking you. I'm just saying, like, that is the what I believe to be the drive that drove people west.
Yeah.
When they were, you know, establishing this country. Okay. It was people that acted like that took it. That's how the West was won. They didn't ask for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
So that stayed in California because this is where it ended. After that, it just went to another. You know what I'm saying? So,
how old were you when you first heard NWA and Beastie Boys?
I had to be like, man, I had to be in my first years, like 6 or 7, because it was one of the first memories I got, man. You know,
that's young,
and it was that notable, right? To remember it now as one of your first memories.
Yeah.
That's how notable it was. That's how much of a milestone it was in my life to it. You know?
That's dope. So, like, hearing that, right? You're like 6, 7 years old. At what age did you realize? Because after that, you were like obviously like tied in to like hip hop. You were like, I like it already. You know what I'm saying? So, what age did you say like, you know what? I want to start writing music.
Man. I have wrote short stories. I tried to draw when I was a kid. It wasn't happening. Sometimes it would hit. I didn't have the patience for it, you know. But I would write short stories and stuff, man. So I knew my brain worked like that. As I got older, I remember I would write what I learned now. What I learned later in life, what I was writing was war sonnets. You know what I'm saying? The Indians would write before and after, things of war and stuff, and yeah, that's what it was. They weren't death poems, but I believe the samurai in Japan, they had the same type of mind. They would stop, before a battle and write a little haiku, like, yo, this is my death poem or some that shit like that. But now I know, man, this is just my heart. When your heart is full, it speaks, So that's when I started writing like that, the poems and stuff. As far as a song, I didn't write a song until I paroled the first time when I was 26.
Oh shit!
I wrote long ass verses, and but now that's your brain working out. Your verbiage, man, when it comes to this, and your little unique style. I'm sure that everybody got stuff, man. But a song, when I got out, man, there was a lot of decisions that were made, and there was really life decisions. Like, all right, man, here I am, 26 years old. I got one strike. I read in there. I educated myself on who was holding me captive. You know what I'm saying? I educated myself on even my self-knowledge on who I was, what I stand on, not because another man says I have to, but do you really believe in that enough to what,
Yeah.
Yes, I stand by this. I believe in this. You know what I'm saying? We have something. We are something, So it really put some life decisions, ahead of you. So I was 26. I got out, and I seen my mom with gray hair, dog. And that told me, like, damn, that's when I learned. We don't do time, my boy. Like, the people that love you do the time.
Exactly.
We chilling with our feet up. We're amongst our own.
Stressing way more.
Yeah. We're living dangerously in there, but we're amongst our own. We're safe. We sleep like babies.
Yeah.
So I decided I was gonna try my hand at that. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. My plan was this was my plan as an outlaw. My plan was to find passage to the old world, man. I was gonna end up somewhere in fucking Amsterdam. I was thinking, this is some real shit now. This sounds ridiculous as shit. I said Amsterdam because that was it was a tourist city. I speak 2 languages, Spanish, English. Odds are I'll pick up another one. I don't know how long, but I should be fine over there, Yeah, and then and that was my plan, man, because I knew I did not want to be in America. I knew if you do not have money, especially in California, they do not want you here.
Yeah.
Odds are against you.
Yeah.
And until you identify that, or, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to have some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you live in an outlaw, you live by the gun and stuff like that, man. Like, you ain't about following no rules like that.
So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you right now? If you don't mind
42
sharing
years old.
You're 40. Okay,
42.
so you're my age.
Yeah.
So 26, you started writing music at 26 years old?
Yeah.
As talented as you are, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Because a lot of people, like, they've been writing since they were teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you actually, like, honestly, you didn't get a late start because you've been writing. You just weren't writing, like, music. You know what I'm saying?
And like,
so for getting, like, a little bit of a late start than a lot of other people that have been writing music or at least trying to.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
That's rock and roll, man. That's rock and roll. I mean, Jim Morrison was the same way. There's a lot of stories like that, man. A lot, you know what, kids, man? Don't forget, man. Hip hop is a genre of rock and roll, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's to me, man. I could put a finger on it and say what my style is, but it's definitely blues, player. You spitting blues, dog?
Yeah.
It's a form of it, like.
And I always trip out on that because I'll hear blues music, I'll hear country music, bluegrass type shit, like hip hop, rock, and everybody's using the same words, but in a different tone and a different melody and a different rhythm.
Yeah.
It's all the same exact shit, dude.
Oh yeah, same stories, man. Man, I always say like J. Cole, man. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Oh, man, ain't no difference in Paris, California. I'm sure there's a difference, but the populations and stuff, man. Like, man, everybody. When you meet people from everywhere, man, you'll find out people from everybody got a story, and it's the same story.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a matter of population and what the history is and what your town is and cities, man. But it's the same stories, the same pitfalls.
Yeah.
And you talking about like the dialect and stuff? Yeah, it changes. Hell, you beat people from Northern California, and the dialect changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would imagine it changes as far as like I could hear T Grizzly come out of Detroit. And right away, he's not from Southern Cali. I know that.
No, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you definitely know.
There's, when you listen to music and critique it, right? You damn near become a master at audio. I mean, you're one of the people who seen the FBI band like, oh yeah, he's fucking this and that, right? Like, they have shit like
for
that.
hip hop,
because they study shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the best part of of doing that is studying it. Like we were talking about earlier off the mic, is like learning what and how. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes you a better you.
Oh yeah.
And even in life, period. You know, like it doesn't even necessarily have to be with music or making beats or writing lyrics or whatever. Just learning, period, is like makes you a better you.
Yeah.
Because it opens up your fucking brain a little bit more, you know, and brings knowledge.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
so
speaking of knowledge, how the hell did you come up with Killaleft?
Killaleft. The name implies Killaleft. Well, Lefty my name, man. Lefty's my name. A lot of people know me by that name. It's my nickname.
So that's your street name.
That's my street name. Lefty
okay.
my street name, man. And I always had a big there's a difference, man, between street life and music life. Man.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just point blank, you know. But
yeah,
I always had a qualm about that, man. I never wanted it to sound too, you know, too gangsterish or something like that. Like that's not what Killaleft is trying to do. Killaleft is trying to be Killaleft. He's trying to be Lefty, man. You know, so, but I mean, it's the name that's been invested in. People I've shook in many hands and looked in the eyes of many men under that name, you know, and they know me as such. And I think men that know me, you know what I'm saying, cats to really know me, that, you know, they'll be proud of that. Like, man, that's my boy right there. I didn't know, you know. But the name Killaleft just implies that I am set on a direction. You know what I'm saying? It's dead set.
And that's dope too that you're saying that, because instead of you going the route that you were used to, you said, nah, I'm gonna make a left.
Yeah, always, man. That's always.
I'm gonna go this direction.
Man, that's any good.
And that's good that you did.
Yeah,
that's good that you did, because it makes you stand out.
Man, you have to be yourself,
it
right?
Makes you
like
stand out. Hell
yeah. I could be the best Meek Mill.
Right?
I could try to be. I could be the second best great Meek Mill. But the truth is, they're not looking for another Meek Mill. They're looking for you.
Yeah.
They want yours.
We definitely need a Killaleft.
Man,
that's for sure. We definitely need a Killaleft.
I'm coming, man. You know.
How much music do you have on the streaming platforms?
There's 4.
There's only 4, right?
There's 4,
just
but
you.
I mean, the longest one was like 2 in 1. So it's like we just like 5. Yeah, it's just me.
And then you have features, right?
I do have features. There's stuff. No, actually, I got No Cap. Shout out to Caesar Laughter. No Cap. I'm featured on his song right there.
Oh, okay.
Then there's other stuff that I've done that's just not released yet, I believe. But I'm gonna drop a song every month, y'all.
Hell yeah.
One song a month. You know, and it might be mediocre, but once you see I got 10 mediocre songs, I mean, your best artist ain't even doing 10 mediocre songs. It's just, I got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stories to tell, and I'm all hip hop, man. You know, I'm all hip hop. You know.
So as far as you as an artist, is there another artist that motivates you, or what motivates you?
What motivates? I gotta be honest with you, man. If anybody has ever created anything, whether it's with a paintbrush, a conversation, or it's just stirred a pot, that is what motivates me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
like you see Malcolm X, man, and you know you don't see a lot of stuff like that, but you see somebody like that, or you read about something like that, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
That is life changing. That's what motivates me, man, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
That's dope. And I noticed, like, when I started like looking more into you, you have like a lot of extraterrestrial, like alien type shit. What's the story behind that?
Man,
because that I find that very interesting, bro.
Yo, dude,
because I love aliens.
It's a trip, man. It's you know, as you find yourself in the realm of your own person, when you finally get around and stop emulating the cool stuff like that about people, man. And when you start being you, like that's you. Like when you pursue music as you, then you're gonna have to do you. You know what I'm saying? And that's me, man. Lefty's always been out the pocket. He's always been weird. That cat wouldn't shut the fuck up. All that, you know, But I also, you know, I have an intellect, man. You know, and I study, I read, man. I especially anything that goes out of pocket, man. Something like the aliens is a trip to me, man. Because it's a trip, man, to grow this far into it, right? And every decade, it's a new theory and, like, some new shit. You got people claiming to be experts in alien theory. I think that's just ridiculous, man. These people crazy.
Do you think there's aliens out there?
Yes, definitely.
I believe so.
Yes,
when I was little, I was traveling from Texas to California, and my dad used to like to travel late. He would never travel during the day. So we were driving in the night, and you're always looking out the window and shit, and I just seen something go.
Oh yeah, there's shit out there, man.
And I was like, I told my dad, and we were like literally in the like almost about to hit like I think El Paso or something like that. So we were like in the open road.
Yeah, they got a lot of bases. What, White Sands, New Mexico?
Yeah, so he was like, "Oh, it was probably a UFO." He told me, and I was like, he said it like nonchalant, like, you know, like he made it seem like it was very true. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it was a UFO.
Unidentified. Somebody told me the other day that
maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I believed because my dad told me it was, so I was like, fuck it, it was a UFO.
You know what? In the wise words of Don Juan Matus, he said, there's the known, the unknown, and the unknowable. You feel me? Like, if you can find out either or, stay there. If not, you're gonna live in the in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought that was dope though. But the truth is, man, there's all kinds of stuff that we just weren't ready to know. Hell, there's probably shit going on in people's households they ain't ready to know, so they don't know yet. You feel me? But either that, I mean, to be practical, I mean, military is always a good 50 to 75 years ahead of anything we've seen.
Damn.
So they probably practicing with some shit. And if you're a good American, y'all just shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
stay true to your word, huh?
Stay true to your word, man. God bless America.
So what is like some of the producers that you worked with that actually caught your interest? Because a lot of artists work with a lot of producers and beat makers and shit, but who are a few that you really tapped into and you're like, I love working with these beat makers?
Choco Beats, Firehouse Studios. We vibe, dog. We vibe. I mean, I could just say, like, hey, man, this is just one little thing. Oh, shit, got it. Switch it, try shit, scratch shit. Man, I you know what? As an artist, man, like, I don't know. I'm just doing I try to devour, man, what I could find on music. I don't want to see the emotional aspect of what T.I.'s doing with his money. I want to know how he works.
Yeah, exactly.
I say the cat has flesh charms. Yeah, he got school, man. These are not your average cats up there, man. It's not that fucking easy, you know? Like, they run $1 million empires. How? What do you read? Who taught you that? You know what I'm saying?
What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Straight up, you know? Like, yeah, man, stuff like that. Yeah, Choco Beats, Kiki Smooth. Shout out, mad love to Kiki Smooth, my boy, man. Waiting for him to get back in and make some shit, man.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot, dude. There's a lot, really. Sometimes, man, even like I was telling my stepdaughter yesterday, like, when I was going over your beats, I'm like, you know what, man? Like, sometimes it's not even me. Sometimes I'm, like, thinking in my head how much, like, I ain't feeling this beat. Yeah. And half the song's already written. It's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this beat. I get it. You know, like, we directed by another hand, man. So
so Choco Beats, right? Choco Beats out of Firehouse
Studios.
Yeah. So big ups to Choco Beats. That's what's up. So that's dope, dude. Is there a producer, a beat maker that you wish you could work with?
Oh yeah, there's a gang of them. Before I say that, I also gotta shout out my boy Crucial Beats, man. Crucial Beats is hard. That's, man, I was antagonizing that cat, like, you know, but it ain't how you work, man. I don't know, you know, the hip hop stuff. As far as the message, you know what I'm saying? Like, the lingo, it's I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm hip hop, baby. I'm antagonizing until I get what I want. Like, hold up, you know. But Crucial Beats, man, love to him. Slides me some badass beats, and it's from the South. And I don't know what it is about these beats, but goddamn, if I could tell a story on this kid's beats, man. Like, yeah, man. Hey, man, South is where it's at. Go there. Go get some of that. Like, we don't have boundaries, player. Like, go talk to somebody in New York, Chicago.
Yeah.
If you feel you're related, like, make your music bigger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the purpose, right?
Yeah, we're trying to get across the world, man. Like, shit.
That's dope.
Man, it's probably what I'd like to work with. Man, RZA. You know?
Most definitely.
RZA.
You'll murder that shit, huh?
I'd hope so. I would be debilitated, dog, if
RZA hit you up tomorrow,
I'm there.
And he was like, Killaleft,
I'm there. Baby, I'm sorry.
I love what you're doing. I'm going to send you a beat.
Man.
Would you be nervous? And it's just a beat, because you get beats all the time. Would you be nervous because RZA sent it? Or you think you're so confident in yourself right now at this point where you're like, I already know I'm gonna murder it?
I'm confident in what I know and what I could do, and that it's heaven sent, it's God sent. This is God's plan. It's not
Amen
ours.
To that. Hell yeah.
The life I live, man. It's the things that I could do and all that, man. It's all a product of a direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And So would I be nervous? Yeah, of course. But the skill takes over, man. I mean, the skill would take over.
You
it's
could
muscle
be
memory.
you could be like fucking a natural fucking killer on the mic and shit, but
man,
you get a beat like that from like
I'm putting a big I'm tattooing a big old W on my face, dog. Like I'm official. You're gonna go all in, huh? I'm going all in, dressing up like a bee and shit on stage, like we doing this shit.
Okay, who's an artist you would want to work with?
Man, I don't hate to be cliche because I know a lot of cats are saying this, but Kendrick for sure right now.
Yeah.
Kendrick, Jim Morrison. Shit, I'm assuming, we're asking questions.
That'll be sick, huh?
That'd be tight, dog. I think Jim Morrison would be proud, dog, if you hear Kendrick Lamar right now.
Yeah.
Real shit, man. To be at this point with what is known now as the LA sound that started with the Doors, yeah.
Man, dude, when I the first time I heard Kendrick Lamar was the Section 80. And when I heard that shit, I immediately fell in love. I think is the Rigor Mortis song on that album. I think it is, right? With the jazzy horns and shit.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it's on that album if I'm not mistaken. But when I heard the Section 80 and then I heard Rigor Mortis, I was like, this guy's a fucking.
And he was a kid.
He's not even a rapper. He's a fucking artist, bro.
Yes.
He's an artist, dude. Like he literally grabbed a blank fucking canvas and just fucking painted the shit out that shit.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Because
he gave you that picture.
Yeah.
He gave you that picture.
Very. I mean, man, there's a lot. You know what I'm saying? We artists. You know, I get it. It's street shit, but eventually, you turn the page, man. Like it comes to artistic expression at some point.
Yeah.
I always gave Kanye West and Lil Wayne that. Thank you for turning the page on that shit already.
Exactly.
Let's talk about space and shit, whatever the fuck.
Did you watch Genius?
Genius.
The Kanye West documentary?
Oh, I seen a piece of it. It was very, man, I didn't.
Hey, fool, that shit is.
When he was up on there trying to push him his album, the first album, though we know it was fucking went crazy, you know.
That shit was life changing, dog. Like it's very motivational, you know. Like especially like what we do, whether we continue doing music or podcasting or whatever the case is, I think it's motivational in a life sense because everything he did, I think everybody should do that. Dude.
Yeah, these are lessons that these are the lessons, man. This is the real school and education that our children should be getting. You know, like it can't be one out of 1,000 of us that are thinking like this. Go outside the box. I'm sorry nobody told you that you're great, but you're great.
Yeah.
Our people built pyramids, mapped the fucking galaxy. You're capable of great things. You just gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if people are gonna judge me on this because you know how people are very judgmental, but I just had a conversation with my daughter. She's 13 years old. She's smart, but she fucking hates school, dude. Man, she hates school. Like, she hates the whole learning process. Like, she has no fucking interest in it. I go, what do you want to do? I go, close your computer. We had a conversation. I go, I'm going to give you 3 options because she's a dope-ass rapper. She's only 13 years old, and she is fucking insane, bro. Right? I go, and she's a dope content creator on TikTok. Like, she knows what she's doing because she likes doing the get ready with me makeup and all that shit. So I go, you're either going to go to school and focus fully on that shit. You're going to be a full-time content creator, or I'm going to help you make music and you're going to go full force on that shit. Because she likes all of them. Right?
Yeah.
Some more than others. She chose to be a content creator. So I'm gonna support that shit.
That's dope.
Because if somebody would have told me or you like, hey, what do you want to do? You want to be a rapper? Okay. You want to be a beat maker? Okay. I could care less about school as long as you fucking give it 110% rapping or 110% beat making.
That's gangster, dog.
Because the point of life is to make it, is to succeed.
Yes.
You don't have to fucking graduate. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to. The whole purpose is to succeed, be successful, and be a great person.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
That's what I told her.
Man, that's what's up. Blessings to you on that, man. Oh man, that's dope. That's what's up, though.
And like you said, we need to tell the kids more like, hey, you're fucking amazing, dude. Like, even though you're getting a D, it doesn't mean you're not a great person.
Yeah.
Even though you're getting an F, doesn't mean you're not a great person. Because what if this fucking kid is getting pure Fs, fucking drops out in 10th grade and becomes a fucking billionaire.
It happened a lot, right? Shit, it happened a lot.
Guess what they're gonna think about that motherfucker that was like, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
shit.
Straight up, man.
That's motivation.
Why, you know, they throw that L up, man. You in that little losers, little box, man. Stay there. Love it. Appreciate it. That's what a real people is. They being honest with themselves, man. They just haven't figured it out yet, you know?
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. This world is filled with this. This is America, man. We love the underdog.
Yeah.
Why does Rocky resonate with us, man? Because he's the downtrodden, man. He's the dude they said wasn't gonna do it.
Because he did those stairs and we can't.
That's what I'm saying, really. Yeah, you can do the stairs.
I'm waiting for my shit.
Yeah. Like, everybody goes to Philadelphia. They just want to go see the stairs. Like, I'll just go on and run up Rocky stairs real quick. But yeah, man, that's the story of America.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
So what makes Killaleft unique?
What makes Killaleft unique is I know where I stand, and I stand for a lot of things. And you'll start to hear it in my music. And will I be vocal? Yes, I will be vocal. You know what I'm saying? I have no qualms in speaking and speaking up. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's time people step up. You know what I'm saying? We no longer have to live in the shadow of something. We are citizens of this earth, you know what I'm saying? Of this country, of America, damn right. You know what I'm saying? It's as much yours as it is anybody else's.
Yeah.
And we should not be teaching this division amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's be happy. Let's be proud. You know what I'm saying? If you still feel the need to weed out the weak, then do so. But do so with a lesson behind it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then let's build.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is this? You know what I'm saying? I love explanations, dude. Like, I love having conversations. I learn from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when people have conversations and they communicate with each other, I feel like they get to know, like, because I have really good friends that we didn't even like each other at first.
Some of my best friends are like,
you know what I'm saying? We like, not that we were fighting or trying to kill each other, but we're just like, man, this fool thinks he's all fucking cool and shit. Look at this motherfucker.
But together, you guys compliment each other.
And now we're like,
I get it.
you know, and it's crazy because I have a friend that passed away. Rest in peace, Jose Watts.
Condolences.
When we first seen each other, I was like, damn, this fool's all fucking tatted up. This fool's like a fucking gangster, dog. And I'm just like this hip hop graffiti cat, right? And when I first seen him, he was like fucking like, you know, like fucking mad dogging and shit, you know, and just looking like the way he looks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ended up becoming a brother in 2 years. In 2 years, he ended up becoming a brother. And we helped each other out in so many ways, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't think we were gonna connect like that. I thought he was gonna be like, look at this fool, like, because people tell me, they're like, you don't look like you've been around that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And we connected so good, and he passed away, dog. He OD'd off fentanyl, and that shit fucking, like, I was like, damn, like, I finally became really close to a man, you know what I'm saying, that was an amazing person. And Diosito was like, I need him up here.
For some reason, yeah, we're all on a journey. Some people are on different points of the same journey.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, sometimes, a lot of times, I mean, it's fentanyl. Man, my condolences foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This has been a problem in part of the Mexican culture, man, for a long time.
Quick, out
of nowhere. Yeah, it's fentanyl now, but it was heroin yesterday. It's gonna be heroin tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, y'all gotta just take care of the cats that you with, man. Don't be quick to judge. Ask them if they want a cup of water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give them a hug and a blessing. They're not a judge, man, and a lesson. You know, you know, it's just the plight of many men. It's the plight of many men. And speaking on the enemy aspect, I'll be honest with you, man. The older you get, man, I mean, an enemy is really your friend. It should be should be the best person, because that is the most visible person to you. Why? Because he already declared that he does not like you.
Right.
And you're seeing him as an enemy because you're seeing him either at a level as good as you or above you.
Yeah.
Because you ain't stressing nobody below you.
That's not an enemy. That's why they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
It was God saying in the Bible, man, and you know you're succeeding, man. If I ain't gonna say verbatim, but you know you're succeeding in life if your enemies are eating with you at the same table.
You know, I was listening to the 48 Laws of Power.
Oh, yeah,
the audiobook.
Oh, they got audiobook.
And they talk about that. I forgot what chapter it was, but he was saying, I would trust my enemy before I would trust my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Because your enemy, like you said, is gonna tell you like I don't like you.
A friend will stay with you for years.
So if they're gonna be that honest with you, and who knows if your friend's always lying to you?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's just crazy.
I mean, it's in there. There's more stuff has been, and more any hustle you could think of has already been done a billion times over. And damn right, there's a book on it. You know, so
hell yeah.
Yeah, but I like that book especially, man, because it gives you different descriptions. Like, I mean, generals, that come up, they take over empires, and this is all right. This is as far as anybody gets, because then the dude will get killed eventually. Like so you get all your enemies. Boom! Now you got that. You got that. You got that. You know what I'm saying? And it works, man. You got to stand, because the enemy stands. He'll show you where he stands, and a friend will not. You know, good friends will, but I mean, you bump heads with them too.
That's crazy, dude. That like people that dislike you would be more honest with you, than somebody that's like next to you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, I feel the difference is
me saying it just blew my mind right now. Like,
man, it gets deep, right? Yeah, it's true though. But this is, this is humanity, bro. We deep creatures, man. We're built in the likeness of God, of somebody perfect, of a perfect being.
That's crazy.
So we strive for that. We build big, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want another beer?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Go ahead, though.
Thank you. Yeah, we build big, man. We aim big. You know what I'm saying? The Golden Gate, we call them wonders of the world, man, but they are imperfect things, man, because they're built by imperfect people.
Yeah.
You know? But the enemies, yeah. Like I think that what always amazed me on that category, I believe, is that an enemy is you. Like, you've identified that cat on a different conscious level as somebody who can either defeat you, you know what I'm saying? Or at least somebody you would probably die winning that fight with. You know what I'm saying? So and I think that's deep, man, because when you identify yourself as another human being, man, that's usually what it come out to.
Yeah.
If it's a female, you usually marry them, or you know what I'm saying? Or, dude, you're gonna fight them to death. But God bless your enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to work at it, eat with them.
I hope we don't have to deal with none of that shit.
None of it.
Because my vibe is usually like positive. Like if I start seeing some weird ass shit, I'm like, you know what? I think we're gonna step away from this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope in the path that you're taking, I'm gonna send blessings your way, and I hope you don't have to deal with that shit, and I hope your path is very clear, and you make it to the destination that you want to make it to.
I will, man.
I know you will, because you could hear the confidence in your raps. That's for sure.
Gracias. There's more to come. Thank you for this opportunity. This is definitely, man. This is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I guess in striving to do our version of it out here in California, man. I guess we take it different levels and whatnot, but we still got to keep it original.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
And I respect this. This is dope.
If you could, this will be the last question. Well, I have two more questions before you let people know what it is that you fucking do. If you could go record an album in any place that you wanted to, any country, any environment, anywhere, where would Killaleft go to concentrate and create?
Muscle Shoals. I believe it's in Carolina somewhere.
Really?
And
what's out there?
All right, Muscle Shoals. This is I mean a little this is where Aretha found her sound.
Really?
This is where the Rolling Stones, as we know them to sound, got their sound. This is
it's okay here.
This is where who else, bro? Leonard Skinner.
Really?
Most of the songs that we hear were recorded. They were a studio band. This is who you get to come to do the guitars and shit. Well, one of the producers that was responsible for this production for this place felt that they were worth more than that, so he recorded these songs with them. Damn. And these are all the songs that we came to know. They're all his greatest hits now. But I believe the other dude was like he felt he wasn't worth it or whatever. So, and they kicked themselves in their ass for that every day. But yeah, Muscle Shoals is still active, man. And
so is that a studio?
It's a studio.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to look that up.
And I think with the energy that has been put into there, I would love to go. I would love to hear what hip hop would sound like coming out of there. You know, I would love to.
Have they done hip hop out of there?
If it's still an active studio, which it was when
pretty sure, huh?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You know. definitely has to. You know.
And what is like the environment like around there? Is it like a foresty?
Yes, it's along
like
the river,
and
it's a little building that looks like an old bank or something, bro. But it has so much history in it, you know.
That's fucking dope.
And it's a trip because like I was watching a documentary, man, and dude was saying like, you know, they spent all their years and they did some great things in here. Yeah. And he comes to, you know, they get invited to do something with the town. It's a little town. And he's always the first time. Usually we keep to ourselves. So we go out there and we find out a little bit of the history of the town. I guess the history of that town was the local Indians believed that the lady of the river, the spirit of the river, that she spoke in music. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that deep. And he got the chills. He was like, what? He felt blessed, bro, which he should. Like he tapped into something dope. And that's what the world.
I'm gonna look more into that.
Look it up, man.
I'm gonna look more into that. That's fucking dope. Okay, that's what's up. It sounds like it sounds like an amazing place.
Amazing, yeah. She could be chill. But yeah, I would love to hear what music sound like that.
So where would you go? Just kind of what would you want to tell everybody that's about to watch this right now?
Everybody that's watching. Killaleft. Bump my shit. Nah, man, but be critiqueful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, be on these cats, man. Like, hey, if it ain't alright, tell them it ain't alright. If it's good, tell them keep going. You know, just be honest. It's music. It's a force. It's progressiveness.
Hell yeah.
We're not taking steps back here. We're taking all fades. You know what I'm saying? We doing this. So, support your local music, man. But tell him he just like, man. Tell him, you know. But support your music. Killaleft. It's coming out, man. I'm dropping something every month. Projects coming. Shout out to Geeky Smooth, Rich and Ruthless, Choco Beats, Caesar Laughter. Man, there's a lot of music coming out the city. There's a lot of music coming out California right now. Honestly, man, Killaleft ain't just trying to stay in Southern Cali. I'm trying to get a Fresno up north. Like, man, bring this. Let's do this. Like, let's do some different part of something. You know?
Yeah, just bring that hip hop.
Yes.
Just bring that hip hop. Just bring those elements and the love, and just do what it is that you were, you know, born to do.
Man,
we were all born with this shit, dog. We didn't just open our eyes one day and be like, oh yeah, I like this shit. Like, nah.
Yeah, right.
We were born with this shit, bro.
Word, man.
Straight up. But
it's in our blood.
Right here on the beat table, we talk about producers. We get producers. We get beat makers, and we find out what it is that how they fell in love with that craft. But at the same time, just like a artist wouldn't sound anything without a beat, and a beat wouldn't sound anything without an artist. We got S.ROCK, right? We got S.ROCK. He sent in a beat. Well, I had multiple beat makers send in a beat, but I kind of felt like this one would be more like, you know, like for you to like just murder this shit. I liked how grimy it was. And just a little introduction of S.ROCK real quick. His name is Stefan, and he's from Chicago. He's a music producer who draws inspiration for musical legends Flying Lotus, K Tronada, and Madlib. Hell yeah, Quasimodo, to generate his one-of-a-kind style of beats. He's produced songs for artists of variety of genres around the country, and he's currently on a quest to find more avenues to apply his musical talents to further progress his career. And he is grateful for this opportunity and looks forward to seeing what lies ahead in the future of the beat table. And we send you a mad shout out, and we appreciate you sending in some beats. And the homie Killaleft right here chose King Kong. You know what I'm saying? Cause he got some shit to get off his chest. You know what I'm saying? So he's about to spit some shit on S.ROCK's beat, and we thank you very much, bro. You know what I'm saying? We thank you, Stefan, for sending this in, and we're about to take a little break, and when we come back, Killaleft is gonna fucking murder that beat. And this is LAY. This is the motherfucking beat table, and this is what we fucking do. We'll be right back. Hell yeah, what up? We are fucking back with the motherfucking beat table, and this is LAY. And like I said, we show mad focus to the beat makers and the producers to give them a platform, but we also bring fucking rappers, artists, creators to the fucking building so they can murder beats. You know what I'm saying? Killaleft, let them know what the fuck's up.
Kill them, I'm out there like Band-Aids do. I be slapping dead bitches with this spit I do. I'm a killist, I'm a killist, I'm a realist, I'm a fearless. I'm looking at this Wu-Tang record to the left of this. I'm bang this shit like motherfuckers supposed to be your 9-6 to 88 to 52, whatever the fucking year is. I'm Killaleft, man, I go so hard. I'm the cat that walking out with that backstrap guard. I'm a motherfucker coming out this west, no doubt. I do out that gangland and the shit out your mouth. All that bullshit that coming back, just leave that shit there. Pick that microphone up and throw some signs in the air. Put a spray can to that goddamn wall and spit. Say what the fuck's in your goddamn heart, bitch. I ain't stopping this shit for nothing. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. You fucking come at me, you do so with the weapon, B. I ain't fucking with bullshit and all these Kit Kat rich rappers. I'm cropping this cool shit and this clip I'll stay capping. To the end of the day is the end of my shit. I'll be banging at a choco beat.
Hold on. That's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. That's all you fucking get. Hey, real freestyle shit, no written shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the motherfucking beat table. Killaleft to the left. You know what I'm saying? This is LY. And I thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yo. Hey, this is the motherfucking beat table, baby, and you better follow my boy. And don't forget to follow S.ROCK for the beat. King Kong, baby. My boy has some shit to get off his chest, you know what I'm saying? It's the fucking beat table. Let's go. Rah!